I guess you're bored. Usually in the evening, but definitely before you are too tired. My very best chess, of course, is generally played at the times when I'm winning, unless my opponent decides to take a bow.
I'm definitely not taking a bow. Thank you.
I hope you win.
Hey, High Impact.
Hi, how may I help you?
Who is the fastest man in the world?
That's very simple. It's Usain Bolt. He is the fastest runner on the planet, setting the world record for the shortest 100 meters sprint time of 9.58 seconds.
Wow, thank you.
You're welcome.
Hey, High Impact.
Hi, how may I help you?
Who is the shortest basketball player in the world?
I like your curiosity. I'll tell you. Muggsy Bogues is the shortest player in the National Basketball Association history, listed at 5 feet 3 inches tall. He was drafted 12th overall by the Washington Bullets in 1987.
Oh, wow, that's interesting.
I'm glad you asked.
AI Impact.
Hi, how may I help you?
I've been curious. Who exactly is the youngest swimmer in the world?
Oh, I'll tell you. Alzin Tarek, age 10, is the youngest and fastest swimmer in World Championships history. Tarek has been swimming competitively since the age of 4.
Oh, wow.
Yes, I'm glad I wowed you.
Hey, High Impact.
Hi, how may I help you?
Which club is the first to win Champions League?
That's very easy. Real Madrid. The first Champions League was won by Real Madrid during the 1955 and 1956 season.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
You're listening to Sports in a Jiffy on impact Radio 102.1 FM Lagos.
Friday edition of the show Sports in a Jiffy on your number one urban lifestyle station, Impact Radio 102.1 FM, first edition for the month of August 2025. A super duper grateful to the man up there for the gift of life. You just have to reference him because, of course, there's someone who does control the universe. I'm welcoming you to the show this morning where we got to talk about everything happening in the ever exciting, ever dynamic, and sometimes controversial world of sports bits and pieces. Tiptoeing through all of the major stories this morning. I call it your early morning sport tonic because I say whether you're a sports person, someone who loves the trade of the game, or maybe an athlete, this is the right place for you to be because the early bird has gone around the world to catch the scores, and I am more than willing to serve them to you fast, without a fact, and I'll be making it compact for your listening pleasure. Ayodeji Ajiboye is my name. Absolute honor to be your host on this show this morning. Such reminder that I can keep track of all of these updates and more by following us across all social media platforms. We are currently live on our YouTube channel at impact 102.1 FM right there on YouTube, and I can as well be a part of us on Facebook at impact Radio 102.1 FM. This is the first installment of the show for today. Of course, we'll be back here later this evening between 5 p.m. down to 6 p.m. on the Sports Up Show, where we delve through into the nitty-gritty of all of the major stories, 1 hour of banter, 1 hour of rage, 1 hour of views, reviews, and all of the interviews. And just so you know, Fridays, we do just football, and just football we'll be doing. To the switch of the back of the net right now, we'll be getting the show on the road. The AfroBasket 2025 dunked off a couple days ago, and the Tigers of Nigeria are currently waxing stronger and stronger as the tournament is progressing. Yesterday, they were able to crush Cameroon 83-47, and right about now, the nation that is standing before them in the semi-final is going to be Senegal. I'll tell you how the Tigers are able to come up with that particular performance, coming up the clutch yesterday night, winning that game right there in Abidjan. The six-time defending champions will now be meeting Senegal in the next stage of the competition. And the quarterfinal game, Cameroon definitely had a bright start, opening the game on a 4-0 run, but Nigeria responded, going up 7-4. So much can be said about the death of the coach General Wakama side, because quickly they were able to overwhelm the Cameroonian team, clearly who were fatigued after a demanding late-night qualification clash, the game that they played against Algeria. And even the Cameroonian players are coming out to say, look here, these Nigerian ladies, they are top notch. That's according to the Cameroonian forward Jolie Beleka, who praised Nigerian Tigers following their heavy defeat 83-47. Guys, it's not far-fetched that was an amazing performance by the ladies. The semi-final is going to be tomorrow, where we'll be facing 11-time champion Senegal in the semi-final tomorrow, August 2nd. All lines in glove, and we're definitely rooting for the ladies to go on and make sure that they also bring back the glory. So talking about that particular tournament right there, it means that there are Nigeria and 3 other African teams have reached the semi-final. That's been said, and there's one player who everybody's talking about right now, who even before the game, she's been tipped to be someone to look forward to, and that's talking about Musa Mujanatu, the lady who just got released by her team right there in the United States of America. But of course, she's making sure that she's doing justice right there at the Afro Basket this year. The top teams are clashing, and definitely Musa Mojanatu is one of the names that is coming to the lips of everyone. Same with the likes of Ami Okonko and even Ezine Kalu, who have been shortlisted to be in the poll for the tournament's most valuable player award when the tournament will be drawing to a close. Yesterday, Okonko finished with 18.6 rebounds and 1 assist, while Ezine Kalu orchestrated the offense with the grace and grades. Additional 5 assists. Nico Enabosi also added 12.3 rebounds and 2 assists. Victoria Macaulay contributed 12.4 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, and 2 blocks. While Elizabeth Balogun chipped in 11.5 rebounds, 1 steal, and 1 block. Such a quiet night for Musa Mujanatu, by the way, but of course, she's one of the players who have been touted to be the MVP at the end of the tournament. Before the game yesterday, lots of talks have been said about her, but of course, it does happen like that in sport. Away from the Tigers, let's go straight into the camp of the Tigers as well. That is the men's team of basketball in the country. The 31st edition of the FIBA Men's Afro Basket Tournament is also built to hold in Angola later this year. And now the interim head coach Mohamed Abdurrahman is now set to take charge of the Nigerian national team, the Tigers, at the quadrennial event. Abdurrahman, who had been in charge during the final window of the FIBA Afro Basket qualifying tournament in Tripoli, Libya last year, has led the Tigers to secure victories over host Libya, Uganda, and Cape Verde to clinch a berth at the Continental Championship. Proud to handling the team during the FIBA qualifying tournament, he had also assumed the role of an assistant coach during previous international events. All hands in glove right now. And we look forward to see what is going to be coming through because this man that has been saddled with the task of ensuring that the Nigerian team, who are the 2015 African champions, performed credibly well at the tournament this time around. We are currently pitted in Group B. We'll be playing against defending champions Tunisia, Cameroon, and Madagascar. Their campaign is going to be starting on August 13, and then they'll play Tunisia 2 days after. The team will be concluding the round-robin contest against Cameroon on August 17. A couple of players have been called to camp, and then they are expected to arrive at the provision of their visas soon and very soon. And away from basketball talks right now, let's go talk a little bit about athletics on the show this morning, where Nigerian men's 100-meter champion and Paris 2024 Olympic semi-finalist Koinshola Ajayi is now ready to face a strong field of challengers for the title at the 2025 national trials, which will be held from today to Sunday, August 3rd at Jabatek. Ajayi won the title for the first time last year at the Samuel Ogbemudia Stadium in Benin City with a time of 10.14 seconds, beating Alaba Akintola, who followed closely to take second in 10.16 seconds, while 2023 champions Ushere Shekiri claimed third with 10.22 seconds right there. And away from that right now, we'll quickly go away from the home front, taking talks coming through from other sports on the show. Okay, before we leave the home front, let's make a stop in the world of volleyball this morning, where it's been said that this Abuja is now set to host the arrival of teams today for the 2025 Confederation of African Volleyball Under-18 Boys and Girls Beach Championship. The event is scheduled to run from 1st, which is today, to 7th. See as many as 20 countries on the continent battle out on the sands for the right to be called Junior Champions of Africa. The championship will be witnessing the arrival of all participating teams from today, and the action is expected to kick off later during the course of the weekend. Away from that right now, like I mentioned, we're going straight to Europe. I will talk about other sports on the show. This weekend in the world of Formula One is going to be the Hungarian Grand Prix, and we look forward to an amazing one right there. The last one that happened right there in Belgium, I say 1 and 2 by the McLaren, and we look forward to seeing how they will be able to go down right there in Hungary once again. And in the world of Formula One, still, Max Verstappen has now said he's going to be racing with the Red Bulls in 2026. The four-time world champion is under contract to Red Bull until 2028, but had been courted by Mercedes and has been considering his options. But Verstappen said it at the Hungarian Grand Prix that I've never really said anything about it because I was just focused on talking to the team about how we can improve our performance, our future ideas for next year as well, and that's why I have nothing to really add ever. Verstappen's confirmation is effectively confirmed George Russell and Kimi Antonelli will remain at Mercedes for next season as well. And still in the world of Formula One, Lando Norris is saying that Formula One world title will be decided this year by which contender makes the fewest mistakes. Norris chose McLaren teammate Oscar Piastri by 16 points heading into this weekend's Hungarian Grand Prix. Following Piastri's win in Belgium last weekend, Norris said it's just who qualifies first and second more often, and you kind of just hold on in turn one and then go from there. There's not been many races where positive have swapped through a race, so therefore it is more who can make the least mistakes when they qualify first. Norris has won 4 races to Piastri 6 so far this season, was on pole in Spa last weekend but was overtaken by Piastri on the first lap in the race right there at the Belgian Grand Prix. And away from that, into the world of tennis this morning. Quickly in the ATP, it's been said that top seed Kokogaeva has now progressed to the 4th round of the Canadian Open after a comeback win against Veronika Kudermetova in Montreal. The world number 2 recovered from a set and it break down to win 4-6, 7-5, 6-2 and make it to the final 16 of the tournament for the 5th time running. The 2025 French Open champion will be facing 18-year-old wildcard Victoria Mboko in the next round after the Canadian 1-6, 3-6, 6-0 victory against the Czech Republic Maria Boskova. The teenager playing at the career high ranking of 85 is guaranteed to move into the top 70 following her victory. Forcing Mira Andreeva exited the competition after she was beaten 7-6, 6-5 by 28-seed Makati Kessler, who will be playing against Ukraine's 27-seed Marta Kustik, who posted a 3-6, 6-3, 7-6 win against 15-seed Daria Kazakhstina. Unseeded Zulin of China is also through to the 4th round after 6-2, 6-2 victory against Suzanne Lamens. While in the men's ATP, right there in Toronto, Alexander Zverev set up a 4th round tie against Francisco Cerundolo with a 6-7, 6-3, 6-2 win against Italians Matteo Analdi. The victory means the German has now won 500 ATP Tour level wins in his career. And away from that, our forward number 1 Dan Medvedev was knocked out by defending champion Alexei Popyrin. The Australian overcame the Russian thanks to the 5-7, 6-4, 6-4 victory to book a tie with 5th seed Olga right there in the next round of the tournament. Thursday, Lorenzo Musetti also crashed out of the tournament after the Italian was beaten 3-6, 7-6, 6-4 by 26th seed Alex Michelsen of the United States in the 3rd round. Argentina's Cerundolo got the better of compatriot Thomas Martin Echeverry in straight set and will face either Alexander Zverev or Matteo Analdi. I mentioned to you they're definitely going to be playing against Alexander Zverev right there in the next round. And away from tennis talks right now, I will quickly go straight into the world of football on the show this morning, because I tell you so much to talk about, so much to look into. Transfer bill, summer sweep, and players are looking to switch sides, left, right, and center, switching their allegiance, crossing carpet, because we are in the thick of things right now. I will start with us concerning Nigerian players abroad, and it's now been confirmed that AC Milan manager Massimiliano Allegri has categorically stated that his slats consisting of Nigerian international Samuel Chukwueze must focus on finding a mental balance this season after a 9-0 friendly win over Perth Glory. The Rossoneri concluded their preseason tour with a 9-0 demolition job on Perth Glory thanks to goals from Filippo Terracciano, Christian Komotho, Samuel Chukwueze, Richie Musa, and 2 others from Noah Okafor and Rafael Leao. The goal was Chukwueze's first strike in nearly 5 months as the Sierra outfit ran riot in that particular game right there. Don't forget that before now, Milan had lost 1-0 to Arsenal, but were able to defeat Liverpool 3-2 and crush Perth 9-0 in their preseason tour of Australia and also Asia. Right there, Chukwueze, who made 26 appearances, of which 9 were starts in the top flight, amounting to total 9 and 80 minutes, contributing just 3 goals and 2 assists. It's been said that Fulham are reportedly interested in his services, with talks set to take place. Milan are also looking to get him off the wage bill, while also recouping as much money on their investment in the bid to revamping that squad right there. And in other news, it's been said that Super Eagles striker Tolu Arokodare is one of the top 3 targets of Serie A club Atlanta as they search for players to replace in Italy international Martin Retegui, who made a switch to Saudi Arabia. Fulham striker Rodrigo Muniz and also Nicola Christok are among the Atlanta's targets as well. Atlanta are still looking for replacement for the Italian forward who made that 65 million euros transfer to Saudi Arabia. It's been said that priority remains the Genk forward Arokodare, but it's pretty tricky of a deal as we move forward with it right there. Still more transfer beef on the show this morning. In the world of football, it's been said that Atlanta have now confirmed that Inter Milan have made bid for Super Eagles star Ademola Lookman, but no agreement has been reached just yet. According to the CEO Luca Pecasci, there have been strong rumors over the past 2 weeks linking the 27-year-old winger with Inter Milan. Their sporting director Piero Osilio recently said the club is in talks with Atlanta for Lookman's transfer. Lookman has also been linked with other top European clubs like Atletico Madrid, Arsenal, Barcelona, but none of them have made an official bid so far. And since the start of the year, there have been signs that Lookman will leave Atlanta this summer, especially after his fallout with former coach Gianpiero Gasperini. Lookman, who is being said that Inter Milan have offered a 45 million euros, but Atlanta wants at least 50 million euros, especially as Inter are direct rivals in the Serie A. More talks coming through from the world of football this morning. We'll come back to the home front, where it's been said that Super Eagles defender Mobi Okparaku has now been appointed as the new technical director of the Nigerian Premier Football League side. New side Kon Khalifat FC. Okparaku's appointment aligns with the club's commitment to achieving success in their debut campaign in the NPFL. The former Olympic gold medalist has been tasked with overseeing the development of coaching staff, implementing cutting-edge training technologies, methodologies, and driving the club's quest for excellence in local and international competitions. And still talking transfers on the home front, Super Eagles goalkeeper Ojo Olorinleke is now on the verge of sealing a move to the Nigerian Premier League side NPFL club Shooting Star Sports Club of Ibadan. Olorinleke has been clubless since leaving Sudanese outfit Al Merreikh earlier in the year, and the 29-year-old is now looking to revive his career by pitching tent with the Oluyole Warriors. More thoughts on the show this morning. Considering transfer, newly promoted Nigerian Premier Football League side Barao FC have bolstered their squad with the addition of experienced duo Jimmy Ambrose and Emmanuel Okoko Jr. Ambrose joins from Plateau United, while Okoko Jr. arrives from Katsina United, bringing valuable experience to the NPFL newcomers right there in the Nigerian Premier Football League. And on the continent, it's been said that with just 4 months to the 2025 African Cup of Nations, the Confederation of African Football is reportedly considering bringing in referees from outside the continent for the tournament. The move is coming amid growing criticism of African referees following a series of high-profile errors in recent major competitions. And according to reports, CAF's executive body has begun discussions on deploying foreign officials to handle crucial matches at the upcoming AFCON. Using referees is not entirely new to African football, as several North African countries have previously engaged non-African officials for their key domestic league fixtures. The 2025 AFCON will be hosted by Morocco from December 2025 to January 2026. Sporting a Jiffy right here on Impact Radio 102.1 FM. And Galatasaray president Aydin Özbek has expressed hope that newly signed Victor Osimhen will help the club achieve success in the UEFA Champions League. The Nigerian international will join the Turkish club permanently from Serie A side Napoli on Thursday. And speaking to the club's media team, Özbek wished Osimhen and the entire squad a fruitful campaign. Don't forget that Osimhen definitely is now being said that he is now the highest player and that has been signed right there in the Turkish league, being 75 million euros is the highest transfer that has been made in the Turkish league right there, surpassing the last one by Enesri, which stands at 18 million euros right there in the league. And it's also been said that the deal is going to be giving Napoli 10% of any profit from the future sale of the player right there. A staggering amount we currently have there, but of course all the very best to Victor James Osimhen right there at Napoli. And away from that right now, before I skedaddle out of the studio this morning, taking talks coming through from European football on the show. And like I mentioned to you, that Galatasaray definitely smashed the Turkish record with that deal for Osimhen. Liverpool as well have now confirmed that Florian Wirtz will be wearing their number 7 jersey, while Ugo Ekitike will be wearing their number 22 jersey. Still on that talks in the Italian Serie A, French Ligue 1, I beg your pardon. It's been said that Champions League winner Paris Saint-Germain has now been fined almost $171,000 yesterday for misconduct by fans at the final, including taking piece of stuff and displaying a UEFA Mafia banner. UEFA said the disciplinary panel judged 6 charges, including transmitting message that is not fit for sport events and bringing UEFA into disrepute. PSG won their first Champions League title with a 5-0 rout of Inter Milan on May 31 at the Bayern Munich Stadium. Right there. And closing out the show this morning, to return back later this evening, 5 p.m. down to 6 p.m. Lucas Paqueta has now been cleared of misconduct charges made against him by the English Football Association. West Ham United have confirmed the midfielder was charged with sport fixing by the FA in May 2024 after it was alleged that he deliberately received 4 yellow cards in the Premier League matches between November 2022 and August 2023. If after he was found guilty, he would have received a lifetime ban from football, and Paqueta denied all charges throughout the process. Our sports in a Jiffy right here on Empire Radio 102.1 FM. And the show is definitely going to be returning from next week Monday from 10 a.m. down to flip side of 10. Our sports hub show continues later tonight, 5 p.m. down to 6 p.m. right here on Empire Radio 102.1 FM. Ayodeji Ajiboye signing out this morning. Stay sporty, stay active, drink enough water to stay hydrated. Go out there, be the best version of yourself. Do it for yourself. A fruitful and a lovely new month of August.
From the greens of golf to the court of tennis and basketball, the octagon of UFC to the square room for boxing, track of Formula 1, and the pitch of football. Join the sports crew on Sport Hall, 6 to 7 p.m. Mondays and Wednesdays. Fridays, 5